And we're live, folks. Welcome to Westshore versus UVic here in Colwood, BC. First game of our day. We've got Div 1 playing for the Howard Lunk Thor's Hammer. Howard Gerwing Shield. I lied. Thanks for tuning in. We've had some technical difficulties getting this stream started. Our YOLO box decided to go kaput about 2 minutes before kickoff here, but thankfully we managed to get you just in time.
We are back with the opening kickoff. Westshore kicking to UVic Division 1 men's team, who has received and just elected to kick it to the edge. Didn't quite make it, though, so Mateo Henry will pick it up and get the ball out to Drew Belbin, the fullback. He'll just big carry there from Belbin. Great work to get those extra yards.
Some great work in the ruck, producing that ball backwards.
Westshore just setting up some phases here early in the match.
Loving to see some big collisions already. Hopefully they're managed to maintain this pace, set the precedent.
The new man, Ryan Sturgeon, carrying.
I am a sturgeon.
Cam Birch playing 10 today, giving to the captain who carries and tries just a little pop pass back. Birch is able to clean that up for the Velox Div 1 men. Baspalco now in the 12, carrying.
UVic's doing a really good job holding Westshore at about their 40 meters so far.
That ball spills out, and UVic is able to pick it up. It's Miller with it. Knock-on advantage for UVic. Miller gets the offload away, and now UVic is on the attack inside Westshore's half. Going short side, UVic given to the edge. Winger carries, bit of a messy ruck there. UVic able to hold on to it, just going to do a one-up runner rumbling.
Ball's bobbled in the ruck.
Advantage to Westshore. Knock on in the ruck by UVic, and Westshore is able to kill this first offensive chance by the UVic Norsemen.
Both sides being rewarded for their defensive pressure. UVic holding Westshore at their 40, and then Westshore being able to just turn that ball over in that breakdown.
First scrum of the day here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. I was able to watch a little bit of scrum training on Thursday. Westshore was looking pretty dominant, but we know UVic has a pretty strong pack as well. What are you hoping to see here, Zeph?
I'm hoping to see a little bit of grit, and I've already seen some of that in those first few collisions. It's been real big. You know, UVic being a university team, they're well drilled and they play a bit more together.
Simeon John, 8-man pick off the back, gets through a couple tackles, and he carries it just past the 40. Now Howell finds Mentiply in the 13. Belbin gives to John. John gets through. Breaks a couple tackles. He goes down. Drew Belbin was calling for it on the wing. He's going to play 9 instead. Old Gashi carries. Playing hook today.
Great series there through the hands to find the edge and set up an attacking phase on that sideline.
Braden Baspalco is going to carry in the midfield. Westshore going same way. Bit of a loose ball, able to clean it up. Maintains possession. Now they switch directions. Bob McKay looked like he was going in and gives a little pop pass to Mentiply, who almost breaks the line there. Didn't quite get through. Westshore maintaining possession short side. Oh.
Knocked in the contact. Is that going to be a knock-on?
Wyman almost got that ball away for a clean break down the wing by Howell.
Refs allowing it to play on.
Old Gashi again will carry, one-up runner. We've got a UVic player down on the sideline. Hope he's okay. Play continues, says referee Andrew Owen.
Some big collisions so far. Loving to see it.
Big defensive effort from UVic, driving back the Westshore 12 past their own 40. So now they're going to switch direction. Cam Birch had nothing there, and that ball spills out in the tackle, and we're just going to go to the scrum and clean things up.
I think UVic's eager for it. You could hear them. I don't know if you can hear it on the live, but they're yelling. They're telling their teammates to fold, and they get that pressure, yelling hit off that line. They are not allowing themselves to break on defense this early. Looks like it might be some time off here just for this injury sub. Ref saying it's fine, let's scrum.
You know he's a forward back in his playing days.
If you are not in that forward 8, it does not matter. Take your time, get off, hobble off, roll off, crawl off, does not matter.
First scrum of the day, Westshore was able to maintain possession with Simeon John picking. Now UVic in control, and that one's just going to blow up, so we're going to reset here.
From this angle, it kind of looked like both front rows were just hitting each other, maybe a bit too eager, lost their weight and their power on this wet, muddy turf today. You know, it's been raining all morning. Thankfully, it's cleared up just a little bit for the boys to play. There still is a gray overcast, so rain might be on the docket. Powerful push.
Big push from Westshore. That's a great scrum from the Velox. UVic is able to hold on to it, though.
Very skilled from their 8-man there to be able to just pull it out of a backwards moving scrum. That is a very hard skill to do and quite easily lost.
Sinyukin carries for the Norsemen. Now they go same way, little backs play, long ball by the 10 Uhtred. Goes to the wing, tries to get that offload away.
It looked like one of Westshore's players got in the way of that offload, knocked it backwards. Or maybe even UVic just knocked it on.
I think we're going to be going to the scrums a lot here on this wet day. Westshore Parks and Recreation in Colwood, BC. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe and like our videos. It helps every little bit.
If you're over on the Facebook Live today, make sure you pop over, check out that YouTube. We've got videos going up on Sundays, just old matches so that you can watch a little bit of rugby on your day off.
Westshore scrum on their own 40-meter mark, put in by the 9, Mateo Henry. And he just spills that ball a little bit. It just looked like it was a bit wet. So the scrum's going to go the other way. Unlucky there for Westshore.
UVic sideline erupting in applause. A little cheeky there.
Doing that right in front of the opposition sideline is never fun.
No. I do think you're right, though. I mean, we just had one scrum immediately into another. If you're watching from home, maybe get in the chat there. Let us know how many scrums you think is going to happen today. 10, 15, 20?
I'm putting the over-under at 10.5.
I'm going to have to go with 80 million. Westshore still
Penalty,
dominant, though.
Nice. Great work to steal that scrum by the Velox. Simeon John picking going off the back. Liam Clark with a great clear out.
And the ability to keep it in there. Not
And
only did they steal that
we are
scrum.
going to go back to the penalty from the previous scrum. That was some great power from the Velox forwards.
And some good heads-up awareness to keep it in the scrum and keep marching them backwards to draw that penalty.
So Cam Birch, the 10, will go to the sideline for a line-out set piece here.
First line-out of the day. It's always interesting to see, especially on a wet day like this where scrums might be a bit more dominant or showing up a bit more. Throwing in for the line-out can be tough when that ball is slick and covered in mud.
Old Gashi, the hooker's going to throw in with Liam Clark, the previous center, playing 7 today. He's lined up in that lineout. Westshore able to clean that clearly. Simeon John with a big run up.
Get off me.
Going same way is Westshore. Cam Birch goes over the top to Howell. Almost got that. It went off a UVic fingertip, so we're just going to go sideline over to this sideline for another lineout.
Nice. I remember playing with Clark back in the day. He was a flanker when I first met him.
So he's gone flanker, center, back to flanker.
Life comes full circle.
This is a great position for us to watch some of this. Going to the front is Westshore. Clean take by Denecker.
Oh,
Mateo Henry just
through.
darts himself. Thought he saw a bit of a gap. Got brought down by the UVic forwards.
I think he did see a gap. If he had maybe gone for that offload a bit earlier, it might have been a bit more on, but Westshore still retains ball, so it is a positive carry nonetheless.
Ryan Surgener cleaned up that rock and held on to it. Birch goes to the air. UVic takes clearly and calls a mark inside their 22. Tap and go is Acton. Acton's got some space, gives outside to Keast.
Offload, forcing it inside.
Braden Bespalko brings down that attacker. So now they're going to do a forward rumble UVic. Inside Westshore's half now. Ball spills out. The 9 able to clear it up.
Oh,
Hamilton just takes it, gets swarmed by Westshore defenders. Now we're going to the air, UVic. Mateo Henry underneath it with the 14 chasing back. And UVic maintains control, gets brought down by Alex Mentaply. And Henry looked like he had a clean steal, but the ruck was formed, says the referee. So
in those split-second decisions, you just have to commit to it. I think we could see a little bit of hesitation or a decision being made, and at that point, it's a little too late.
big shout out to some of the Westshore Rugby Club sponsors, the Tube Shack up in Lake Cowichan, Shoreside Plumbing and Heating, Harbor City Kitchens, Viking Tire, Auto Repair and Tires, Shuck Taylor's downtown. I was down there last night, had a delicious po' boys effort. It was phenomenal.
Po' boys, yum. I don't think I've had one of those in a minute.
No, they were really good.
Did it have enough fresh veg with it? I feel like that's
very
always,
good fresh veg. I was
like
impressed.
That's always the deciding factor on something like that.
UVic setting up a maul just off of Westshore's 5. They get set. Good little power there. They get driven back by Westshore, though.
UVic has some skill in setting that maul. It looked like they got it quick. I mean, they're well drilled, obviously, but Westshore does just have some really strong pushing power to.
Uhtred is going to run into Simeon John. That's a bad channel to run down. Big wide ball from the 9. He finds Keast. Keast gets brought down by his opposite man.
Mentaply is just playing WWE today.
The other way is DeWitt for UVic carrying. Big clear out by UVic. That was great ruck control. Now the 8-man finds a bit of a gap.
Is it held up? It looks like it might be held up. A forced maul. If UVic can't get this ball out, Westshore will take control.
He is able to get it down with UVic maintaining control, pressuring the Westshore try line for the first score of this match. Pick and go by the UVic forwards. Setting up another one here now.
So far, a strong defensive showing from Westshore on their goal line.
That ball spills backwards, and
oh, he's going. He's running out of his own.
He's going to run it out of his own end zone.
Oh.
Crazy decision there from the hooker.
Oh my God. Okay. Had me a little nervous there.
Westshore sets up a box kick from Cam Birch. That's going to go
great defensive
to
effort.
Seymour.
Oh no, they're around
Seymour
the outside.
gets around the outside.
Oh,
big tackle from Drew Belbin. And that ball spills forward for a knock-on against UVic. Great defensive effort here from the Velox men early in this game.
Absolutely stellar. I mean, they're still not out of the woods yet. They need to be able to get out of their end away from this try line without UVic converting, and it will be a very successful campaign. Looks like it's frozen.
Westshore scrum inside their 5-meter here.
Oh,
and we get a half arm.
Can't kick it straight out on this, but you have the opportunity to play out of your own end now.
Looks like the referee, Andrew Owen, was calling UVic for going straight down. So Cam Birch is going to try to get it to the touchline. Doesn't quite get there. So UVic with a counterattack from the halfway mark. Uhtred with the ball. Mentaply able to bring him down. Quick support on the ruck, UVic. Now the other way. Reed carries.
All over the pitch today. Absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, UVic gets through. Gets brought down by Howell, though. Howell's right on top of it. Doesn't quite get the steal.
A bit of a bobble there.
Bobbles a little bit. Able to control it is Reed. Now Uhtred again. Tries to get that ball to his 7.
Play on. Looked like there's a bit of a knock on there, sir.
But Lott is able to clean it up. No knock on, play on, says the referee. Now Reed again, brought down by Birch.
Great defensive sticks.
Uhtred finds his fullback, who gets swallowed up right away by the Westshore defense. Westshore playing a lot of defense early in this game. They're going to want to get that ball back and try to get to the opposite end. We know how deadly they can be with ball in hand. Uhtred again finds Reed on the short ball. Reed breaks through the line. Gets about 2 meters. Same side, UVic. UVic finds a gap. 3 on 2. Oh my gosh.
Drew just sets himself up as a speed bump.
The winger didn't even try to step him. He ran right at Drew Belbin there. Belbin able to hold his own.
Oh.
Play on.
Interesting.
Miller, 2 meters out from the Westshore try line. Same way. UVic's got a huge overlap here. And Smith will open up the scoring for UVic. 5 points on the board after extended offensive pressure from the Norsemen.
5 points in the first 15 minutes. It's been a very, very defensive game so far for Westshore. Hopefully they can turn it around here on this kickoff. If you're just tuning in now, thanks for joining us. My name's Zephyr. I'm joined by my co-host Max. Let us know in the chat if you're watching on the Facebook or the YouTube, whereabouts you're from, and maybe a score prediction from the game. Who do you think is going to win it? Who do you think is going to take it? Let us know below.
Later today, the BC Premiership men facing off against UVic in this doubleheader. 2 trophies up for grabs here today in the Premiership. The Thor's Hammer and the Howard Gerwing Shield. Westshore Prem's top of the table, 9-1 so far. UVic Premier Men's sitting about 7th, so it's going to be a pretty good match, especially with all that hardware up for grabs. Both teams are going to bring the fury.
Makes a bit more sense. I just assumed with 2 pieces of hardware that there'd be 1 for each game, but that's wrong on me.
Great kick there from Uhtred to push it to 7-0 with 16.5 minutes gone.
That Howard Gerwing Shield can only be lost by the defending team at home. And considering Westshore's held it since last year, it is still under their control for defending.
So Belbin's going to restart this game, kicking off to UVic. Looks like the forwards are set up on the left side here.
Nice long kick.
Finds Reed, who goes to Uhtred, who looks like he was going to put it out. Little step inside. That ball goes out. Great kick there from UVic.
It bounced. This one actually went straight up.
So Westshore line out inside their half here. They're 2-0 on the line out so far, so good start. Hoping to keep that percentage up is the Velox men. They go to the front to Denecker again. This one gets broken up by UVic. Now UVic ball. Lot carries.
Oh,
couple
UVic's
hands here. UVic, that's...
It worked out for them.
Okay. UVic, great offload work.
Dragged down by
Smith
3.
looking for his 2nd try of the day. They're about 1 meter out. Messy ruck there. The 9 dives and he gets it. Barlow
Tough.
gets another try on the board for UVic. 12-0.
That position Westshore was in just outside their, just inside their half, with that line out from a deep kickoff, is a great position to be in, but you really need to hold on to that ball. With the position of now Westshore being down 2 tries, I do hope they can wake up and try to maintain ball. They don't need to score every single phase. They just need to hold on to that pill.
The Division I Westshore men dominant performance last week against the visiting Burnaby. 54-12 was that score line. So a bit of a different story here on a wet day. They're going to huddle up and see if they can kind of regroup here and go on the attack.
They're going to need to. Having 2 tries like that back-to-back after such a strong defensive start, like that first 15 minutes of the match was all just defense, and then it was 2 tries. Boom, boom.
Uhtred's going to add 2 more to his tally. 2-0 on the day. 14-0 for UVic.
Proving that he can kick also should give Westshore a little bit of an idea that, you know, you got to be careful on your own end. Can't be giving away penalties either, because if he's got a boot like that, 3 points start racking up real quick. Once more, Westshore boys are aligning here, getting ready to kick off. Likely to see another deep kickoff. Drew just standing a little bit outside that mud patch that you can see center field. Nice
Ball
and
is up. Liam Clark is on the chase.
Oh.
Liam Clark takes it. No one around him. Looks for the offload. Doesn't quite get it. So now
Smart
Westshore
player.
right off the kickoff in an attacking space inside UVic's half. Ryan Waldriff is going to rumble for about 6 or 7.
Great identity there from Liam Clark to be able to take that ball, look for that offload, and decide, nobody's here with me, I better hold on to this.
Henry stays same way. Surgeoner is able to clean it up on the ground. Now the other way, Bob McKay carries the loose head prop.
Now Westshore needs to just hold on to this ball. If you keep this momentum up, you will eventually just march over that line,
Birch
wearing out your opponents.
finds Mentaply. Now Belbin goes himself. Gets brought down hard by the UVic defense. Same way, Westshore stays. Finds Howell on the wing. Didn't quite get anywhere on that carry. That ruck blows up and it goes the other way. UVic stolen it inside their half.
Tough to see for the Westshore boys.
And Uhtred will just put that ball into touch to put a bit of space between Westshore and their goal line.
Just outside the 22, Westshore's got a great opportunity to attack here. Using that line out, maybe sucking all of UVic's forwards and send the backs to attack.
We've seen this Westshore team in the past struggle with their ruck support before. They're going to want to be able to clean that up. Here's another one. They're able to hold on to that. Henry finds Birch to Mentaply. Mentaply will carry, breaks one tackle, doesn't quite get through his opposite man.
Oh.
Ball spills out. Birch able to clean it up right away, but no, it's going to be a knock-on against. Unfortunate here.
A good defensive energy from UVic. They were able to lock into those tackles, you know, really put the head where the sun don't shine and just commit to it.
Definitely momentum in UVic's favor at the moment. Westshore just a little bit stunned early in this game. I don't think they're quite used to being down this much this early.
No, I don't think so. And they're only going to get more tired if they keep approaching the UVic try line and not coming away with anything.
Great scrum there from Westshore. But UVic able to maintain control. Howell gets it, looking to counterattack. He's got Drew Belbin running with him. He finds a bit of a gap, gets us outside to Belbin. Belbin steps back inside.
Nice, strong runs.
Great work there from Westshore. Now the other way, Liam Clark just drops that ball, a backwards play on. Birch throws a awkward offload, and UVic ends up with it. It's DeWitt's now running.
Compounding errors, you can't do that. You start shoveling that, and it just does not go your way.
UVic going to their strength, which is their fast backs on the outside. Their winger gets out there. He drops the ball and gets a kick off. And it's another UVic try with Leach kicking that forward, playing a bit of soccer. And now UVic back on the board.
Tough to see. Heard a stat once that about 70% of tries are scored in the turnover, and you can see that. You know, one bad pass goes to a bad offload, goes to a turnover down the wing. UVic gets it off, able to chase it down and dot it on the try line.
Just error after error from the Westshore Velox here. Really the only thing is them shooting themselves in the foot. And some great work from UVic to recognize those opportunities and take full advantage of them.
I do think that's one thing that UVic might excel in a bit more. You know, they're a university squad. They're probably training 4 days a week. Some of them likely live together. They're just a bit more steeped in that culture where they can build a bit of camaraderie and charisma amongst each other and know each other. Where Westshore being a bit more of an amateur club, 2 days a week, we definitely have some strong individuals, but whether or not those individuals link sometimes is where Westshore falters.
Leach will convert his own try to add another 2 to the board. 21-0 here for the UVic Norsemen. Westshore taking their time to get to the halfway mark, trying to catch a breath. They've been playing a lot of defense.
Always tough to play defense end on end.
In that huddle, 3 tries down, no points for you. What are you saying after that to your boys, Zephyr?
I'm saying we just got to slow it down. You know, we obviously can't play at that pace that they're bringing. And avoiding those compound errors, it's much more simpler just to have one guy go with 2 in support and then one guy go with 2 in support. And you can't score without the ball. So anytime we're throwing those offloads, you just got to cut it out.
Another error from Westshore off the kickoff. They go straight out of bounds. So we are going to reset here with a scrum at halfway in favor of UVic. This scrum, I think Westshore needs to lean on a little more. We've seen they've got a lot more power, a lot more experience than some of these young guys at university. They're going to want to take advantage of that factor.
Absolutely. Honestly, with the way UVic's been returning each kickoff, this might be a better outcome for Westshore.
So a 2-3 split in the backs, and there's that power from the scrum for Westshore. UVic holds on to it, goes short side. Great offload there to Keast, who gets through. Just has one to beat, and he's just going to run all the way. Gets chased down by Howell. Keast thought he was all the way gone. That ball spills the other way.
We're still going. What are you doing, Drew?
Drew thought he heard a whistle.
And there's the whistle. Knock on 2 from UVic. Westshore's ball on the 5-meter.
Bit of extras after the whistle from both teams there.
Wouldn't be a rugby game without it.
Keast was away and gone thinking he had an easy try, but Jaden Howell just chases him down from nowhere. So Westshore avoids another try against them.
It's that argy-bargy, man. That's why I play with a ball-peen hammer in my socks, just in case I need it. Never know when a friendly game of whack-a-mole will pop up.
Exactly. So, Westshore scrum on their 5-meter. Everything is going UVic's way at the moment, apart from maybe that scrum. That one gets a little messy. Simeon John is just going to go pick and go himself. We know how powerful he is with ball in hand. Gives away to Bespalko.
Bespalko's getting dragged out by his jersey.
He gets brought down just inside the touch line. John set up in that receiver position, goes to Birch instead, who puts the ball downfield. Great take from Acton. UVic now on the counterattack. Leach, the last try scorer, puts it to the air, and that's going to go straight out. No argument about bouncing there.
No bounce. Did not bounce.
Good little field position gain by Westshore. They go from a scrum on their 5 to a line out on the half.
Always a opportunity, you know, that kick and battle. It's not one that I prefer, but I do recognize its importance. When you're kicking back and forth like that, targeting the sides of the pitch is better because it gives your opposition only one side to attack from. If you give it a big old wallop and it ends in the middle of the field.
That ball goes to the back, but not straight. Another opportunity ruined here.
Tough.
So line out changes possession with UVic now on the attack.
Have we seen a UVic line out yet, or am I just imagining
We
things?
saw one down in the corner, which was a maul. Looks like they're going to set up another maul here with the 6-man at the insert position.
Maul from everywhere.
Switch to
over
the top. It goes off Clark's hands. Great opportunity to take back possession.
Off his knees, sir. That was a kick. I swear it was a kick. I meant to do that.
Intentional kick.
Even if it does come off the boot, if it's not intentional, it can still be classified as a knock-on. You must have intent to kick, and it's pretty obvious when you're falling forward and that that just, you know, bangs off your body. That was not intentional.
So Westshore with the weight in the pack, likely going to look to steal this ball back from UVic.
UVic's managed to get the ball out almost every time, even under all that pressure. So Westshore here needs to get that attack on early. As soon as that ball's in, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They're
now
going,
they're falling.
and they
That's
get
the
it.
penalty.
Yes, that's what they've been looking for all game. That's a great way to build some momentum for your boys. Liam Clark, the captain, hooting and hollering. He's happy with that one.
That is exactly what Westshore needs. Stealing UVic's scrum is a dominant thing to do. Not only are you able to hold your own, but it means that as you start getting into the opposition's half and you start getting penalties, taking the scrum is a viable option. The
Bit of a miscommunication there.
ball's not in, boys.
Westshore went for practice lift.
We're doing synchronized lineouts today, boys. Everybody in the pool.
And not straight again. Another opportunity.
With this track record of lineouts, Westshore needs to just start moving to scrums only. Despite drawing a penalty, it is not worth it to kick it all the way down the park and just turn it over like that. You can't be affording that, especially when you're down 3 tries to nothing.
So attack goes to defense for Westshore. Setting up a 4-man lineout is UVic. Great work there to trick the defense into an easy take. Big run there from the 8-man. Ruck support is good. Quick ruck from UVic. Now Leach puts it to the boot for a little chip through. Drew Belbin is there for Westshore. He finds it. Just runs right into the 2 men in front of him.
No need to go around the outside or anything, boss. I'm going through the middle.
Gashi set up at the receiver position. He carries, gets gain line.
This is good. A couple more carries like this will build the momentum Westshore needs. I spoke too soon.
Everything just not quite going the way Westshore is hoping right now. Bospalko cleans up that one and gets a good carry, a hand, palm in the face against his opposite man.
The ball from the 9 there is looking a little weak. It's not looking like it's got the zip that it needs.
Wyman is able to carry.
Uh-oh, he's isolated though. Hands on.
Leave it, says the referee. Looks like he almost had it there, but no.
If I was in that position, I'd be losing my mind.
Other way is Westshore. Simeon John gives a bad pass to his winger, and that ball is just going to be a knock-on.
Allergic to momentum, it seems. Absolutely allergic right now. There's some real good moments of greatness. You know, the boys are linking. They're doing extra passes. They're doing some quick rucks. They're making strong, dominant tackles and carries. And it's just that extra pass, that extra offload, and it's shooting them in the foot harshly. If you're just tuning in now, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. We've got last week's Burnaby game going up tomorrow. All that boring stoppage and ads cut out, just pure action from start to end.
21-0 in favor of UVic here today at Westshore Parks and Recreation. 33 minutes gone. Westshore gets a great scrum penalty there.
There we go.
Cam Birch is just going to go quick, and Simeon John's going to rumble himself.
That's what I'm talking about. No need to kick it to the line out. Just let the boys rumble.
That ball, awkward miscommunication. Bospalko able to clean it up. They're just going to reset things here. Simeon John looks like he's down and hurt.
Moving it out wide. That's good. That's good. Over the top. Through the center.
Howell will carry.
You could tell that brought the energy back with that quick penalty. The voices are being heard from across the field. Westshore was a little quiet for the last couple minutes, but now they're chatting. They're letting people know where they are. They're talking on defense. They're talking on attack.
Good little pop pass from Birch to Wyman. Slowing it down here is Westshore, keeping things simple. Another one to
rumble.
Waldriff. Waldriff is
Still
deadly
going.
with ball in hand.
Great carry.
Clark gives outside to Simeon John, who looks like he's back on his
One
feet.
stiff
Yes,
arm.
rumbling. That one's going on the highlight reel.
Sit down. Straight to the Instagram story. Oh, damn it.
That ball goes all the way the other way. Belbin is chasing back with one Norseman on his tail. So Belbin gives outside to Mentaply, who gets brought down right away, gives to Howell. He's all alone, though.
He's still staying up. He's staying up. That's good. He's
That's
buying time
great
for his team.
work.
Not rolling away, sir.
UVic
Not rolling away.
steals it.
How?
Goes down the short side.
One of UVic's players is just lying over the top of it. What is this?
Ball and a penalty against Westshore.
Crazy work.
Momentum
Absolutely
killed
crazy
again.
work. I don't even think that was the fault of Westshore. Got a UVic player taking
It's
a nap
just
at the bottom of the
unlucky.
ruck.
So, yeah, another Westshore attack ends up in their own half. Things just not going right anywhere on this pitch today for them.
Yeah. Tough, tough, tough. Tough titty, said the kitty when the milkman died. What is going on? Okay. I'm being censored here, folks. Social credit score is actively dropping.
UVic lineouts inside Westshore attacking zone. About 15 or so meters out. Ball is out of play at the moment.
Just hanging out in the car park. Sorry to whoever's hood that was. The dings will buff out, I promise. It's a rugby ball after all. It's not a ball peen. We are nearing the end of this first half here. Got probably around 5 minutes to play, depending on what the ref says. Hopefully Westshore can stop UVic from scoring again.
UVic sets up another maul, but that one gets brought down right away by the Westshore defense. Great work. Miller now gets the ball and carries. Gets brought down by Clark. Leach. Leach is just going to go himself. Tries to give a little offload. Ends up in Westshore hands.
That's what Westshore needs right now. Let's see what they can do with it.
Gashi playing scrum half. Gives outside to Howell. Howell has a bit of space. He's
going.
Just
Oh. That didn't look like he was rapping, sir.
That was a awkward collision there. Acton looks like he's not doing well. He's really not doing well.
No.
Play on, says the referee. Westshore ball on the 40-meter, and he's just going to stop time with that unfortunate-looking collision. Acton is not doing well.
Yeah, he's bobbling a bit. Here's hoping that turn that. Don't focus.
So I believe the official is going to stop time here for a bit. Acton looked in a real wrong way. Hope he's okay.
Well, you're here. You can listen to the melodic soothings of my voice. Some information about next game coming up, the Premiership. They're playing for the Thor, or Lunk's Hammer, and the Howard Gerwing Shield. Howard Gerwing was a prolific rugby manager here on Vancouver Island. I believe he played for Castaways. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the shield is named in his memory. Like we mentioned before, it is passed around from Premiership clubs. You can only lose it at home if you're defending, so sometimes it stays around a little bit. And thankfully, it's been Westshore who's been holding on to it recently. Thor's Hammer is a impressive aggregate between UVic and Westshore. I believe we won by 8 points in the November match. So the second match today, UVic will have to win by 9 to take the Hammer away. If you're in the area and you're feeling a bit more warm, why don't you pop on by, get in here, get a hot dog, get a drink, watch the field live in person, support grassroots rugby, have a grand old time standing out in the cold January weather.
Looks like UVic Norseman number 15 Acton is on his feet. That's great to see. That was a really unfortunate collision. there. It's never good for anybody when you see someone go down like that. So thankfully, he's all right, and we are able to restart play here. Just under 4 minutes left in this first half of this Division 1 BC Club Rugby action. Ball is in Westshore's possession. Excuse me, UVic's possession.
I'm not sure how.
Pretty sure Westshore ended that
There was some
with
bobbling
ball
in
in
the ruck.
hand, but
That's okay. Westshore has proven that they can steal the scrum. They're going to do it again? No.
Reed is able to get that one out quickly, brought down right away by Liam Clark.
Oh,
Dickens off the bench. First touch goes forward,
I think my
out of bounds.
absolute favorite thing as a forward is finishing a neck-breaking scrum, standing up and going, oh, the winger dropped it. Yay. And getting the scrum again.
So Westshore is going to go with the scrum instead of the ball spilling out of bounds. So on knock-on was first, so that makes sense.
Although with scrum protocol, no necks are broken. They are absolutely safe, perfectly fine. Get your children in the sport. It's a wonderful thing to do.
Slow setup here for the scrum. About 3 minutes left until halftime. UVic on top, 21-0. They're going to have some not very fun chats at the half from Coach Admir Stojanovic.
Pay attention to the feet here in the scrum. You can
Birch going to the air.
Ooh, looks
Unlucky
like the wind might have caught it
kick,
a little
didn't
bit.
quite go. And that goes off Howell's hands forward and ends up in Leach's hands. So Ruck on the far side of the field. That was a quick ball. Ends up with a knock-on advantage for Westshore. Simeon John just carrying.
Bit too hasty there from UVic.
Birch again goes back to the air. That stays in. And Dickens is able to get that one.
The kicking battle is likely to continue. Oh!
Lott gives an awkward pass outside.
Why use your hands when
Dickens finds some space, gets brought down by Howell, tries to give the offload. That one goes forward.
Whoa.
And we will go to the scrum. McKay tried to pick that up and just slipped, and it just went the wrong way for him.
Another great opportunity to look closely at the scrums here. Paying attention to the feet and the shoulders. It really is just a battle of physics. Whoever can get lower and stronger is just going to win. What I'm noticing here from the UVic scrum is their feet are just kind of doing a little like a tippy-tap, tip-tap, tap dance kind of thing. The more that they move, the more unstable you are. You know, the less time you have in contact with the ground, the harder it is to hold your own power and weight. Ref's blowing it up. Props always say it's the other guy. It's never their own fault.
It wasn't me, it was him.
I swear, sir. What are you doing with that roll of nickels?
Wind picking up a little bit here in Colwood, BC. Totally different vibe from last week's home games. Beautiful and sunny, almost 5 degrees. That was a great day for rugby. Any day is really a great day for rugby, but the boys on the field are feeling the cold right now. And Simeon John.
I think that was the 9 there. I think Simeon wanted to keep it in, and the 9 wanted to play it, and they couldn't communicate amongst each other what was going on, and they ended up doing both at the same time and knocking the ball on. Don't like to see that. Unfortunate.
So we go into halftime with UVic on top, 21-0. And we will step away for a quick break while these teams try and figure out what to do in this second half.
Before you leave, make sure you drop in the live chat your favorite breakfast cereal. I'm polling. I want to figure it out. So far, big old bowl of Rusty Nails is down there at the bottom. Want to see who else has those preferences. Anyway, we'll be back shortly.
Halftime here at Westshore Parks and Recreation in Colwood, British Columbia. The home side, Velox men down 21-0. What do you think is going on in that chat there, Zeph?
I would have to wager a bet it's just on small individual errors. Everybody wants to be the hero, but from what I've seen, it's the extra offloads, the extra pass, the selfish decisions to run in by yourself that seem to be turning that ball over. So I'm hoping the coaching staff is letting them know, hey, team sport, we got 15 players out here. Let's use them. Hope you enjoyed the sounds of those royalty-free music. Get you bumping out your seat. Get the wave going.
Westshore looks like they're not making any changes as of yet here today. Going to keep that starting lineup on for at least another 10 minutes before they roll some subs. UVic is going to be kicking off to Westshore, so they're going to have an early opportunity to set their agenda. An early try would really shift momentum here for the Velox men. But this UVic defense has been pretty good. But for the most part, it's just been Westshore shooting himself in the foot.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been holding their own on defense. They just can't seem to get it together on attack.
And we are off. 40 more minutes to go. Sam Sheets picks up the bouncing ball with the wind and rain picking up. McKay down the short side. Looks like Xander Payne is in at 9. So one change for the men in white. Surgeoner goes over the top of a UVic defender.
If you're just tuning in now from the Facebook, make sure you also check out the YouTube so you can see old live streams going up, old videos, and some short highlights.
Birch given an easy ball to McKay, who pops it outside, misses his man, but Waldriff is able to pick it up. That ball spills out the back. Birch has to chase it. It's going to be a penalty against UVic for a high tackle in that last collision.
Honestly, lucky from Westshore or for Westshore there. You know, you want to avoid just having that ball get scooped out of a ruck, tossed backwards, kind of willy-nilly. A bit more control the Westshore boys need.
So Westshore is going to attempt to line out here. Ball goes into the crowd. Their last couple lineouts have not gone their way, with UVic disrupting them, or just not straight throws. So they're going to want to clean that up. Gashi's going to stay at the throwing position.
Can't see it on the live stream, but the crowd is clamoring to get that ball, diving into the pavement, getting in front of traffic. So excited. It's the place to be. If you're around, do try to catch some of the games live. We play Saturdays at home most Saturdays.
And we have another game coming up here in about an hour. Westshore versus UVic Premier Men's Rugby. Simeon John makes a break through the line. He's got support on his left side. He gives to Howell. Howell gives back to John. John is going to go all the way for the Westshore's first try.
Absolutely
incredible
phenomenal
work from the Velox men. We talked about it there. They needed an early try to set the tone, get some momentum going, and Simeon John delivers that for them.
I can just hear Coach Admir right now. Yep, that's how I drew it up, just like I planned. Practice that one.
That was a great run from the big man, Simeon John. That's definitely going on the highlight reel.
100%. We're going to see it up here about 3 minutes after the match on his socials, kicking around. It might even go up on our socials. Might see it next Friday.
Westshore puts some points on the board finally with a tough kick for Drew Belbin right from the sideline. That is a great way to kick off this next 40 minutes for the men in white. Hopefully they can keep some of that momentum going and catch UVic on the back foot.
Here's hoping. Traditionally, we've seen Westshore games go the opposite way, with Westshore coming out of the gate steaming and then slowing down a bit in the second half. It is refreshing to see it go the other direction.
Kick doesn't quite make that one as Drew Belbin from the sideline. So the score line stays 21-5. 3 minutes gone in this second half. Westshore's going to get this ball back again. So let's see what they can do. 21 points is Not the worst deficit to make up.
Even closer now. Westshore was real smart about identifying just getting the ball out of their own end and kicking it straight to that line out. Let's see if they can do it again.
Hall is on the field for the Norsemen, taking the reset. That one goes a little deeper, goes to Waldriff, keeps it inbound. Waldriff just runs right in. Keeps the ball in bounds. Great work there. Surgeoner sits down a UVic Norseman.
And then we're going for the kick.
Birch is going to go to the air. Looked like it was maybe an exit.
Oh.
That falls down off lot, and it is a knock-on.
That is exactly what Westshore needs. You can hear the captain, Liam Clark, hyping the boys up. He is yelling. You know his voice is going to be hoarse by tonight.
Lott has his hands up, not sure what's going on with that call. But regardless, Westshore is going to get the ball inside UVic half.
He goes, "What do you mean I dropped it?" And then his coach is going, "I dropped it." I don't know what to tell you, bud. Another dominant scrum potentially coming up here. Westshore's shown that they're quite capable of handling their own ball. Maybe they can do a bit more with it if they can get a march on. We have seen it already once in the first half.
That one comes up. Andrew unhappy with the picture. So we're going to reset that scrum. Still Westshore ball.
It's always the other prop's fault, never your own. Nice long binds. Oh. Westshore buckling a bit, but they're still able to push forward.
Melnick finds Birch. Short ball to Mentaply. Mentaply finds Howell. Great speed there from Howell. He gets brought down inside the UVic 22. Ball spills forward in the ruck. Knock on against Westshore.
Tough. However, though, Westshore's proven that they can steal a ball. They can hold their own scrum. They can steal a scrum. If they take this opportunity as attacking opportunity and not just a defensive chance, then maybe they'll come away with something here.
We know how powerful that Westshore scrum has been today. They're definitely going to want to put that shunt on and try and steal this ball in a great attacking position. UVic likely looking to go just for the exits and put all their ducks in the lineout basket, as they've stolen a couple, and a couple Westshore lineouts have just not gone straight. And that one gets blown up. Unhappy with that picture.
Maybe he's chatting with that front row. It seems to be repeat offenses, whatever the ref is blowing up. Wouldn't be surprised if this continues, if we're going to have some issues with that scrum, you know, turning it into a penalty one way or the other.
Wind picking up here again. Going to make things difficult for those back three players on both sides. Westshore comes up with the ball. Great work from the scrum. Mentaply with it. Run into the edge. Just goes straight at the defenders.
What do we got?
Other way now. Birch throws a wild ball out. McKay ends up with it. McKay gives a little pop to Wyman. Wyman finds Sheets. Sheets running down the edge. Gets brought down by the UVic Norseman.
Is able to hold on to it, though? That is exactly what you're
Now
looking
the
for.
other way. Surgeoner gives a tip pass to McKay, who gets swallowed up right away. Now to the backs. Bospalko finds Clark, who gives to Belbin. Belbin's just going to go in. Bit of a wild pass there. Not sure it was intended for Belbin.
No. It is better to just pick it up, though.
Simeon John.
That's tough.
That ball just went a little too high for the big man, and it just goes off his hands forward.
He absolutely smoked that player, though. Sorry for any wind feedback on the mics. We can't control the weather.
If there's any sponsors out there thinking of supporting Westshore Rugby Club, a live stream tower would be a great investment here at Westshore Parks and Recreation.
And if that's too much of a stretch, maybe weather control. That'd be kind of cool.
UVic able to hold on to that scrum, and they pick off the back. Zephyr Melnick, the spider monkey's all over him.
I'm up here, Max.
Sorry, Xander Payne.
I am a bit of a spider monkey, but I'm not playing
Xander
today.
Payne is playing out there at the scrum half, not Zephyr Melnick. My partner in crime here on the commentary. UVic goes to the air.
Off the laces.
Short ball, that hit the wind, but they maintain control. Good little pop off the deck from Dickens.
Great work from Dickens there to just push inside there.
Now short side, they've got some space and a man inside.
Oh, knocked down.
Ball gets knocked on.
Westshore is able to attack.
Scramble attack, Belbin with it. Belbin bounces back out of the tackle there. Now finally goes in. Stays same way. Simeon John gives to Sheets. Sheets is going to break through the tackle. Tries to get that offload. And it just got hit out of his hands in the tackle. We're going to go back to the original Westshore scrum. Excuse me, the UVic knockout for a Westshore scrum. With a man down in the front row for the men in white.
Looks like it might be a little bit of a rib, a little bit of a nut tap. Not quite sure.
Looks like he's okay, and he's going to keep playing. Gashi, he has some of the hardest work rate I've seen in this Division I squad. He just loves to be out there for the boys and loves to work.
Absolute workhorse. The UVic or the Norseman, he's the horseman. Because he wakes up every morning and pours himself a big old bowl of rusty nailed jacks.
And Westshore scrum here on the opposite side of the field inside the UVic 40. Bit of a back play being set up, being called by Cam Birch, the fly half.
Looks like we got that blindside winger stacked behind that front center.
And that one gets blown up. 3 in a row now.
Something's got to give
Picture's not
here.
looking right.
If the ref's not enjoying it, he's got to make a decision. Got to give an arm one way or the other. It's a little tough to just keep having these scrums go and then stop and then go and then stop and then finally start.
Definitely keeps ball out of play for longer, which...
Blessing and a curse?
Yeah, it depends how you're doing. When you got the ball, you want to play with it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that scrum goes the other way, and it's going to be a penalty against Westshore.
UVic celebrating their first one scrum.
They are absolutely overjoyed with that performance from the UVic pack.
You know, as a Westshore player, I would be a little peeved, I would have to say, with how much they're slowing it down, especially playing from behind. You want to avoid that.
So now we get a UVic line out inside Westshore territory. Reed, the 8-man, looks like he might be setting up for UVic on a crash line. But he's got a brick wall in Simeon John in his way. That ball hits ground first, and Reed's just going to knock that on.
UVic's playing the man without the ball. Don't know if you could see it there, but there looked like a player was grabbing somebody's jersey, which is, of course, not allowed.
Well, the old saying in rugby is if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And we're definitely seeing a bit of that here from both sides today, trying to just live in the gray area of the laws.
As long as the ref doesn't call you on it, you are fine. Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
So Westshore Pack looking to redeem themselves after that last unfortunate scrum went the way of UVic.
This is what I'm talking about. It seems he's talking to the UVic front row, maybe to both front rows, I would have to assume. But if it's a Westshore scrum, and it's getting blown up, it's just a delay of game at this point. Westshore's playing from behind. They want to go a bit quicker here. They got to get back in the game, and you're just not giving them the opportunity to.
As unfortunate as we've seen this Westshore team play today, there hasn't been a lot of open field penalties or ruck penalties for either side. So we know that's been a bit of a sticking point the last few games for Westshore. So it's good to see them clean up that aspect a little bit.
Refs going to his sideline there, to the ARs, looking to discuss. Means there's some problems in that front row, probably from binding. You know, You want to get a strong bind on your opponent, really dominate them before the scrum even starts. And when the ground's as wet as it is and your footing's hard to find, it's all part of that front row game. But, not allowed sometimes.
Discussion going on for a long time over there between the AR and the referee.
He's asking those vital questions like, hey, what's your favorite brand of breakfast cereal?
Sam Klein Law for the AR2 on the far side. And the referee comes back explaining what's going on.
He's just letting that front row know, hey guys, they are Honey Nut Cheerios. That's what he likes.
All right, time back on here at Westshore Parks and Rec.
Wind is picking up. It's starting to bite a little bit.
Westshore has possession. Cam Birch, the fly half, set up to receive. That scrum a little stronger there from Westshore. Gets the ball out. Bespalko gets the first one. Birch goes over the top to Howell. Howell with a bit of space in front. Tries to get away, gives the ball back inside. Belbin doesn't quite get it. Stays in Westshore hands. Great work from Payne to throw that ball back inside and avoid getting driven out. Wyman gets driven back by the 8-man for UVic. McKay out the back to Belbin. Bit of space. Gashi throws a long ball over top.
Does it work?
Gets
I'd
a
say
few
so.
yards on that one. Now Plum. Maintaining control is Westshore, stringing together some phases. Big hit there, but that's
After
a
the
penalty
pass.
advantage.
UVic was a little too eager to smoke that player.
That ball goes to ground, but it's going to be penalty advantage for Westshore. Xander Payne is going to tap and go, give to Bespalko to Wyman. Wyman to Howell. Howell finally gets brought down. That ball's
I don't even know what's
not
happening.
quite clean in that ruck. Sam Sheets is able to maintain possession for Westshore. You see the weather and conditions starting to have their effect on gameplay here.
The little patches of the turf there starting to get ripped up. You can see the mud start shining through the grass.
And penalty advantage for Westshore again in that last tackle. Gashi with a big carry. Now Wyman, the 5.
Oh,
Big hit there from the UVic defense.
another
Same
arm.
way. 2 penalty advantages now for Westshore inside UVic 22.
If this continues, Andrew's going to have to go for the cheese. Pull out that yellow.
Wyman carries himself. Big double tackle. Matt James on the collision.
Westshore a little flat on receiving that ball. Able to maintain it, though.
Not really going anywhere as this Westshore attack as Nick Plum just walks into contact.
As long as they're able to just keep it up and hold on to that ball, it's not a bad strategy. Wear UVic out until an opportunity presents itself.
Westshore stringing together their most amount of phases here today. I believe they're on number 8. That ball gets stolen.
Turnover is good.
But the penalty advantage we go back to. Tap and go from Simeon. Johnny's just going to rumble through the line. Oh, another UVic guy down.
Props to the UVic player getting in the way. It
gosh.
sucks to be in that position, but sometimes your body is just a speed bump.
Bespalko. Other way is Westshore going towards that injured player.
And
We're just going to blow that up. Great call from the
Understandably.
referee.
Player safety is the #1 priority. To all 51 viewers on the YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed. Check it out. We have, last week's Burnaby versus Westshore Premiership game going up tomorrow. It is cut down, so all that stoppage, that dead air, those adverts that we run, none of that's in there. It is just action from the beginning to the end.
I believe you mean 51,000 viewers, Zephyr.
51 billion. You've actually broken the world population by botting. We're not botting our YouTube account. I'm not going to say that.
You just did.
Oh, God, the robots, man, they're getting me.
Playback on here with the UVic injured player off. We are going to have
About 25.
Westshore scrum, so it does stay in Westshore's possession this time.
Rightfully so.
So play gets restarted inside UVic's 22. Good clean hit. Big drive by the UVic man. Simeon John able to maintain control. Goes down the short side. He gets brought down.
He's keeping it inbounds, though. That's exactly what his team needs from him right now.
Gashi with the tug out to Birch. Birch is going to go to the corner with Howell and Belbin chasing. Howell is there. He's in. Wow.
And that's a
That
try.
was great.
Absolutely phenomenal. You'll be seeing that one sometime later in the next couple of weeks. Going up on our socials.
Extended pressure from Westshore with ball in hand results in 5 points for the men in white. And they look like they're a little more in shape here, Zeph.
Yeah. I mean, like we hit the 60-minute mark. UVic's starting to fade. They've lost some players to injuries. But Westshore just seems to keep on trucking. They're steaming right ahead. We got some fresh jerseys coming on. Not even touched by mud yet. So that's always a good sign.
21-10 now the scoreline, only down by a try and a bit is Westshore. Drew Belbin on the sideline. His first kick from the opposite sideline didn't quite make it through the post. He's open to add 2 to their tally and cut down this UVic lead.
He is a right-footed kicker, so this side, in theory, should be stronger for him. And a hush falls over the crowd. Power.
And that ball just sails a little right of the goalpost. So the score will stay 21-10 in favor of UVic with 21 minutes remaining in this match. Entering the final quarter, here's both sides. Westshore hoping to get back on top and stay on top of the Division I table, and the Norsemen looking for an upset.
If this track record continues like this, Westshore is in good standings. UVic is hoping to create an answer here very quick.
Deep ball from UVic ends up in Belbin's hands, who's just going to go to the touch line.
Not a bad call. Good. If you receive that ball inside your 22, you are allowed to kick it straight off the park. You know, give your team some breathing room, allow yourself to reset and actually get a defensive stand started.
UVic line out. Four-man from UVic. Definitely not going for the maul here. They go up, and that ball goes over, ends up in Gashi's hands. So Westshore with possession now.
He's moving.
Gashi dancing around.
1, 2, 3.
Looks like he was doing some practice moves at the Duke last night. Cam Birch runs into a couple. That looked like a hard collision. He's all right, though.
We love a crash town.
And just a short ball. Oh, A.J. DeNecker gets driven backwards.
That ball bobbles out but is recovered.
Thankfully, Westshore maintains possession. Simeon John with a quick ball. Belbin picks it up, goes back the other way, running sideways, dancing, gets through a couple, gets the offload to Birch. Finally brought down at the UVic 40. Messy scrum there from both teams. McKay, Bespalko. Bespalko trying to fend off the defender. Now the other way goes Westshore.
Oh, kind of going to nobody. It's picked up.
Belbin goes in running around the fields, and that tackle, the ball spills out, ends up in UVic hands.
That's tough to
DeWitt
see.
just fending guys off of him. So now UVic sets up an attack at the halfway mark.
I do believe UVic is still in position to use that advantage if it doesn't go their way. But if they make a few more meters here, they won't have that knock-on advantage. Yeah, there we go. Back
we're
to the
just going to blow that up. That attack not going anywhere. We're going to go to the scrum. Right on the halfway mark, just off of it. That UVic pack has kind of flipped the table here. That first half, Westshore was looking dominant in every single scrum, but now it looks like the young guns have a bit of momentum.
I do think they switched out their hooker. Looks like UVic's starting hooker. Miller is now on the flank, so maybe that change of personnel was just enough to change the momentum of that pack. Here we go with the put in from Hall. Oh. Ref's telling him to hold.
Now that ball gets in. Good push from Westshore. But DeWitt is able to maintain control. Gets brought down right away. Doesn't make too many meters on that carry. And now Reed, the 8-man, picks and goes. Running to the outside. Weak tackling from Westshore. Reed gets all the way through. Finally gets brought down by Howell, but stays on his feet. UVic attacking position inside Westshore's 22. Isherwood. Quick play here from UVic. Knock on advantage for UVic now. Goes the other way. Tomlinson. Now a big crash here from the Norsemen. Midfield. Staying the same way. And, oh, the 9 darts, he saw a gap. The A-man just stepped off his mark a little too early.
Bit of a nail biter. UVic has a massive overlap on this right side. Westshore is not folding enough in time.
Looks like they've got 2 props lining up. Now a meter out, the Norsemen.
Great defensive stick there.
Big pick and go there.
Oh,
trying to get that ball down. Looks like he's just a bit short. They're going again for a forward pick and go.
Stopped again.
Looks like there's a player down over there.
Dangerous play.
Old Gashi not looking too happy, but he gets up and stays on his feet. Andrew Owen going to his AR assistant. They're having a discussion about something they saw.
Hey, did you see the limited time rusted nuts and bolts? Comes in rust flavor.
So the referee, Andrew Owen, chatting to UVic. Nothing. He is bringing somebody over.
Talking to the captain.
He's going to the card.
Oh. Yeah, he's talking to the captains.
Oh, it's a red card.
Oh.
UVic's Jerkovic
Give him the baby bell.
gets a red card. Maybe something in that last ruck was what happened to Okashi there. Maybe a punch thrown or something, but
I would have to assume it was something like that if it's going straight to a red. You know, like high tackle or dangerous or dumping or something like that usually results in a yellow, where I think if there's an act of aggression, it tends to go to a red.
So that ball from Cam Birch doesn't quite make it to the sideline, and it's Dickens dancing around. UVic back on the attack, down a man for the rest of this game. Same way, the scrum half looked for a pass, but just darts and gets swallowed up by Simeon John.
Nom, 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 nom.
Other way now, Norseman attacking. One up runner. Simeon John not looking too good. This Norseman attack not really doing too much, just testing the Westshore defensive resolve.
I think being down a man, they're just eager to, you know, maybe set a little bit of tempo, get aggressive, snap back for that red card.
Nick Plum slow to get up after that last clear out of the UVic ruck. Now the ball goes the other way. Turnover. Westshore going to run it up. Goes outside that 22, so now we can't kick it out on the full. Birch is still going to put it to the air. And Lett is going to end up with it. Almost knocks it on, but he ends up with it. Counterattack to the Norseman.
Whoa.
Great tackle from AJ DeNecker. Old Gashi gives it a kick downfield. UVic cleans it up. Keast with it. Keast gives outside to his winger. The winger finds some space on the outside. Waldriff almost gets him. Great, excellent tackle from Howell to stop that counterattack.
And turned over.
And it's going to be off feet in the ruck against Westshore.
Tough, tough, tough.
I do believe that's been the first ruck penalty against Westshore all game, which is good to see, but not great in that position after stopping that counterattack.
Really is tough, though, because, I mean, when you kick the ball in the middle of the park like that, it gives the opposition time to attack both directions. And like we saw, they ran down the wing. They beat a couple defenders. Sometimes drawing a penalty really slows them down, stops the game to a halt.
UVic line out on Westshore 22. Clean take from them. Reed, the 8-man carries, gets brought down by 2. Old Gashi on the counter ruck almost gets through.
Getting munched.
Big rumble there from Kelly. Now they switch directions. Isherwood.
Chopped immediately.
Great tackle there.
Up through the A channel.
Sinyukin.
We love a good forward front row pick.
Another one into the 8 channel. That one doesn't go anywhere. Great defensive effort from the Vlogs. Keeping this attack tight is UVic. They finally spread it out a little bit.
Oh.
Keast dances inside, gets brought down by Jaden Howell.
People are screaming at each other. Oh!
Playing the 9 is the call.
That's tough.
Belbin was away on that, too.
Intercept. He would have gone the whole distance running up that hill. The field's flat, we swear.
Discipline becoming a bit of an issue here for Westshore. UVic about 10 meters out.
Maybe they'll kick for a lineup. Maybe they'll tap and go.
Just under
Looks for the
10 minutes
lineout.
to go. Westshore down by 11 in a defensive position. They've got about 100 meters to make up to get some more points on the board.
They do still have that advantage of that red card. I don't know, 6 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Playing up a man. So the attacking opportunities are there for Westshore. They are just not quite stitching it all together.
UVic going to the middle, sets up the maul. Gets that one cleanly.
That's good.
They're
Nice
driving.
strong.
They've got momentum in that maul. Finally goes to ground, and they get the try.
Tough, tough. Emotions are high for UVic. Scoring well down a man is always impressive.
26-10 now in favor of UVic with about 10 minutes to go in this game, and that red card does not seem to have done much to the Norsemen.
I think they're missing their 8-man potentially. Is that who received the card?
It was their open side flanker, Jerkovic.
Flankers pulling cards. Never heard of that before.
So Hall, the spare fly half fullback, is going to be taking the kick here for UVic. Looking to put 2 more points and 18 points between them and Westshore. With 10 minutes to go, this deficit is looking pretty daunting here for the Vlogs. Great kick from Hall. He's able to add 2 to the board. UVic running away with this one late in the game with another Westshore UVic matchup to come in the Premier Division after this. Westshore putting all of their guys on the left side of the field, minus a couple.
Go get the ball. Go get it, boy.
Clark and Birch on the chase. That one it will. Oh, and he knocks it on.
Oh, I hate to see that.
Oh,
Absolutely hate it.
man.
That
Just
hurts.
Opportunity after opportunity has just been thrown away here from Westshore today.
It's those individual errors, man. Called it at half.
So I'm sure UVic is going to be looking to just slow things down and burn out the clock as we enter the final 10 minutes of this match, hoping to put a W in their column today.
UVic's 8 shut down right away.
Yeah, that was a great tackle from Westshore. Now they go the other way. Sinyakin carries for the Norsemen. Quick ruck there. Now Hamilton with it. Gives a ball.
Oh,
Leighton
intercepted.
Spalko ends up with it, but no,
What?
knock on.
Huh? Excuse me?
All right.
Rude.
Unfortunate there for the
Was it the
reserve
knock-on
coming on.
The intercept? Is that what it was?
Looks like he said as he caught it, it hit the ground and bobbled forward, which any loss of control with the ball going forward is, by the law, a knock-on. So
Back when rugby was still finding its roots, well, you know, I don't know, 100 years ago or so, a knock-on was any time it bounced forward. So if you caught the ball, it bounced up in the air, and then you re-caught it before it touched the ground, still a knock-on. Little piece of rugby history there for you.
good, strong scrum for Westshore, but not quite enough as UVic holds onto it. Big rumble there from the center.
Oh,
That ball spills out of the
another
hands of the
opportunity.
winger, and they're just going to put it to the air.
It finds grass.
Belbin picks it up, trying to find a bit of space. He's running sideways, gets brought down by DeWitt.
He does love a sideways run.
Box kick from Payne,
And it
finds
finds
a bit
turf.
of space.
Great identity.
Hall picks it up. He's going to go to the air. Kick tennis going on here. Birch is back there. He's got it. Looks like he's going to set up another kick. He does. Oh, unfortunate.
The crowd's erupting.
The
If you charge down,
referee-
a kick and knock it forward, it does not technically count as a knock-on. It is a charge. You charge the kick down, and so in this case, I think the ref blowing it up for a knock-on made UVic a little testy.
Referee talking to his AR about that last call. I believe it's going to be a scrum for. No, he's going to
For
maintain his
You gotta back it.
stance. By the laws of the game, that should have been a clean take by
However,
the Norseman.
on the day, it is always just down to the official. Official, like a ref with a whistle. He goes, tweet, knock on. Here, let me refer. So, those rusty nuts and bolts, eh?
Oh, that scrum just
Keeps
collapsed
getting
inwards
blown up.
on itself.
I like the fact that he's pulled out a card already. He's gone. He's shown that he's eager to make decisions like that. But the scrum keeps getting blown up. Almost every single scrum has one
Yeah.
of these preliminary phases, and I would expect penalties to start going out at this point.
That was a good hit there from both teams. And now he gives a penalty.
Interesting. For boring from Westshore.
Looks like it was a bit of boring there from Ryan Surgener.
Well,
Right in front of the referee. Got to drive straight in those scrums as a front row player. Cannot drive into the hooker.
with only a few minutes remaining in this game, Westshore's looking a little bit more defeated. Their heads are a bit low. However, you can't count them out yet. Stranger things have happened. I think it happened, what, November, December? When did season 5 come out? Stranger things did happen.
Oh my God. Clean take in the line out from the Norseman. Reed has it on the carry. He's got a bit of room in front of him. Howell brings him down again.
Weak tackles from Westshore allows UVic to just pierce into their half.
Both wingers have made some incredible defensive efforts here for Westshore. Norseman
penalty?
And a advantage for the Norseman.
Oh, it have
Carries
to
in the midfield. And we're just going to blow that up and go back to the penalty. The play not going anywhere.
For off feet. Off feet. Shots called from the captain. Lot. Great identity there. Even when you're up, you know, if you enter the opposition's half, you got to come away with points. 3 points is better than nothing.
Going for the penalty kick is the Norseman, just to burn some time and likely put the final nail in this coffin today. Westshore Velox not looking themselves here. January 31st. This is a bit unlike them.
I mean, there's absolute flashes of greatness, but it's just that, a flash. It seemed like a lot of the players were just compounding their errors. If one person made a knock on, it would go to a kind of a bad offload, to a poor breakdown, things like that.
Hall
Electing not to use the full 90 seconds.
will kick it and add 3 to the tally.
I mean, 3 points is better than 90 seconds burned, I guess.
So 31-10. About 3 minutes left in this game. Drew Belbin on the reset. Going to go to the left side with his fours set up.
They showed that they could do it last time. Let's see if they can actually collect this ball.
Liam Clark chasing it down. Oh, no. That's not what you want to see.
Liam's apologizing.
So that's going to be a penalty.
Clark
Against.
is very well known as a charismatic. I wouldn't be surprised if he could talk himself out of a card.
So the UVic coaching staff in disbelief that wasn't a yellow card against the captain Liam Clark, but Andrew Owen is just going to call it a straight penalty for UVic. So they're going to go to the sideline for a line out late in this game, just looking to kind of close out the clock.
Bias commentary. I mean, it's Westshore's YouTube channel. What'd you expect? I do think if that UVic player maybe rolled around on the ground a little bit more, it might have been a card. He did hop back to his feet immediately after getting smoked in the ribs in the air.
Well, thankfully he's okay. Clean line out from UVic, goes to Reed. Reed's going to carry, just shedding tackles off of him left and right. UVic or Westshore steals this ball in the ruck. Surgeoner is there digging it out. Gives it to Plum. Plum's just going to carry and reset things. Payne calling to his backs.
Rumbling. They're rumbling. Moving forward.
Plum refusing to go down.
Well, the ref's getting in there. He's getting involved.
The ref got into that maul. Clark gives out the back to Bespalko. Bespalko to Birch. Birch finds Leighton Bespalko on the edge, who just goes in for a clean, easy collision. Now the other way. Belbin set up in the 10 position.
Any relation?
Gives inside. They are brothers. Leighton Bespalko joining the club this month to play with his brother here in Colwood. And that ball off the pass goes off Mateo Henry's hands, and that will end the game. UVic with a huge upset over the number 2 Westshore Velox ends this game 31-10.
Make sure you stick around. We got the Premiership game coming up next. The Howard Gerwing Shield and Lunk or Thor's Hammer on the line. 2 pieces of hardware up for grabs as the UVic Prems take on the Westshore Prems.